guys, guess what? I am finally back in the UK. I'm back in Edinburgh. I'm finally back home, and I am finally back to making more YouTube videos for you guys. Thank you so much, for being so patient and waiting for me to come back from Japan, and also thank you so much for all the kind and caring and very thoughtful and supportive comments you guys left on my previous video about me having a break to take care of my mum who's been diagnosed with cancer. I know you guys are wondering how my mum's doing, and she's doing great. She had her surgery and she has been recovering from that surgery so well, like way better than I thought she was going to. She still has more treatments to do, but the plans for that, all that is still up in the air. So she has a very long journey to go, but the hardest part is done, and she's quite happy to do the rest by herself and just let me know if she needs me over for anything. So I was able to come home about 2 weeks ago, and then I just took 2 weeks off to relax and take care of myself. And also I finally got round to painting the studio. The studio has been like this pale lime green color ever since we moved in. That's the color it was when we first moved into this flat, and I had these big pieces of paper stuck to try and hide it. I finally got round to painting the whole studio, so it's just this nice pale grey color, which is one of my favorite colors in any room. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now that I'm back, and now that I've fully recovered and restored myself, everything's coming back. First of all, Patreon is coming back. Thank you so much for all those patrons that have been very patiently waiting for the Patreon to restart. It is now back. So everything's coming back. The scanned images of the test sheets they're making, the videos are coming back. So are the audio hangouts, as well as the Q&A sessions. And because there's been several questions in the last 3 months that's been asked to me, I will cover that in the next Patreon exclusive Q&A, so that I get to answer all your questions that you've been asking in the past 3 months. All the physical rewards are coming back as well, and I'm especially excited about the $50 awards, because you know that the first month you sign up to the $50 tier, you get the Holbein full range dot card along with lots of other goodies that you can read about in the Patreon page. But then the subsequent months, I send you some art supplies, or sometimes even my handmade watercolor samples that I think are quite cool to try. And while I was in Japan, although I didn't get much art shopping done in Japan because that wasn't the purpose of the journey, the purpose was to look after my mum, I did manage to go to 1 or 2 art supply stores and pick up some cool art supplies that I've never seen over in the UK or Europe or America, basically online on YouTube. So I'm hoping that you guys really like that. I'll let you guys know each month what that month's $50 tier special gift is. I'm really excited. I'm gonna have to limit the number of $50 patrons to 6, because I bought 6 of everything. So for the next few months, the $50 spot will be limited to 6 people. While I was away, I actually didn't get much painting done at all. I actually decided not to do any painting, partly so that I can focus on my mum, but also I find it really hard to paint when I'm going through emotional stuff. I feel I need to be on tip-top emotional form to be able to show up to painting, probably because I put a lot of emotions into my paintings, and also it is an emotional battle for me to paint, because when it doesn't turn out the way you want it to turn out, you feel bad, and you kind of need to get through that, and you need to work through all the resistance that you get. So I decided not to paint. Instead, I've been doing a lot of crocheting. Crocheting is one of the things that I really like to do when I'm not feeling too great. I always have to create something. It's just something in me that gets really stressed out if I don't make something. And yarn and fiber art, particularly crochet, I find really soothing, and I love being able to create crochet blankets. So that's what I've been making, and I'm going to show you. This is one of the crochet blankets I made while I was in Japan. It's 100% merino wool, and it's really, really nice and soft. It's also massive. It's a proper double bed sized blanket, and it weighs a ton, but I love it. It's just really nice and soft and comforting. And then this is my new blanket that I'm working on. The yarn that I use for both this blanket and the bigger blanket is called the Munster 150, and it's got the 150 number in there because they actually have 150 colors in their range. And you know me, I'm a bit of a colour whore, and so I thought, hey, these blankets take about 200 rows. Each ball of yarn creates 2 rows, and therefore I need 100 balls of yarn. Why not make a blanket that has 100 colours, since this range has so many wonderful colours? So that's what I'm doing with this at the moment. I'm about 60 rows in out of the 200, and I really like the way it's turning out. I've started from the purple, I'm going through the yellow, greens, and then there'll be blues, and then the other side will be the reverse of that, so it'll be blue, green, yellow, orange, red, pink, and then back to the purple. I realise that this channel isn't about crocheting though, so if you want to be updated on how those projects are going, do let me know, because if you guys want to know more about my crocheting side of my life, then I'm happy to make a little bit more videos about that. Otherwise, I may put them on my Patreon. In terms of videos, I'm going to finish off the Colossal Colour Showdown first. I've got 6 episodes left to go, so let's get that all finished. In fact, I've already painted all the test sheets for you. And then after that, I want to start doing more like really in-depth product reviews, as in one product across 3 videos, really getting into how those sets of paints work and things. And then I want to do more to do with my own art, as well as all the technical videos, because I've got lots of ideas for new series and I want to develop those ideas and have you guys come on that journey with me as well. So I hope you're looking forward to all those videos, and I will see you on Monday with the first new episode of Colossal Colour Showdown, which is going to be indigo. So I will see you for that next week, and have a great weekend in the meantime. I'll speak to you soon. Bye!